Now, of course, we know that everything's awesome now because the Chinese government got what it wanted, which was a change in government from the one that was willing to stand up to China to the one that's now willing to fall over themselves to run up to them at international meetings to have photos because it plays oh so well back at home. And yes, when they remove their tariffs, it does mean that many more exports may well end up going to China and many people back here get a lot richer as a result. The Australian economy, of course, is vastly benefited from the extreme amount of Chinese students which get sent to our universities, not because they're smart enough to be here, but because, of course, being full fee-paying students, well, they add to the overall profitability of our university sector. Now, of course, the reality is that when China doesn't like you, we know what happens. Well, they make things more expensive, or they don't let you sell those things there. They stop the students being able to fly to Australia, and then the university sector and all the people who went to university, who work in the media, blow up on the behalf of the university sector. Then, of course, they switch off the WeChat account of the Prime Minister who stands up to China. You know this history when it comes to the former Prime Minister and WeChat, where many hundreds of thousands of Australian Chinese with family members back in Beijing, they use this as a way of communicating with people at home. Politicians use it here. Scott Morrison did. But miraculously, his account just broke. It didn't happen to work anymore. And then miraculously, at the last election, more than 1 million votes in Chinese-dominated seats, which had constantly voted Liberal, magically turned around and started voting Labor. Nothing really changed in terms of their lifestyle, just apart from perhaps some of the messages which maybe they were getting or not getting on things like WeChat. Now, here's the thing. We know that everything's hunky-dory now between our Prime Minister and their President. And a lot has been said in recent days about what is and isn't being discussed at these meetings. And I'm willing to bet, a little more certain than I am that he calls the plane Toto 1, but I will stand by this one. There was no discussion about Uyghurs, the Muslim minority population of China that are held in detention camps because they continue to believe in a God that isn't the CCP.